Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to install MAME Emulator on your PC. I will explain everything step by step and I'll try to keep things as simple as possible. First, let's download our emulator. Go to MAME Emulator's website. Click download. From the packages, choose the one at the top. After your download finishes, open the file. Click these three dots. Create a new folder on your desktop. Click Extract. Let's drag this folder here and let's also rename it to MAME Emulator. Now let's start our emulator. This is the main screen of MAME Emulator. If this is your first time, it may look complicated, but don't worry, I'll try to explain what is important to us and what is not. First, let's start with the list on the left side here. There are lots of options here, but only one is important to us right now, and that is available. Let's click on it now. As you can see, it is empty. It is empty because right now we don't have any games. Now, before adding a game, come to the bottom side and click on General Settings. In General Settings, you have lots of options. You can customize your UI, you can change the font size or the font colors, you can show or hide side panels, you can configure your video options. Video mode is set to auto by default. You can change it if you experience any issues while playing the game, but most of the time, keeping it auto works. You can enable or disable triple buffering. It is disabled by default. You can also change your aspect ratio. I'm going to show it while I'm in the game. You can also enable or disable vertical sync. In the sound options, you can change your sample rate. In the miscellaneous options, we have different choices as well. I recommend leaving most of these settings at default. You can enable cheats if you want to use cheats while in the game. Other than that, we are not touching anything right now. If you come to Input Assignments and click on User Interface, you will get a huge menu with lots of options to choose. We are not going to bother with any of these right now. We are going to make our adjustments and button assignments while we are in the game. We have also advanced options. Like the name suggests, these are all advanced options, and if this is your first time using MAME Emulator, don't bother with any of them. Let's quit the settings now. And it's time to add our game. I am going to exit from the emulator. Nearly all of the MAME Emulator's games are in zip format. You don't need to extract them, you just need to put them in the correct folder. And that folder is ROMs folder inside your MAME Emulator. After downloading your game, open your ROMs folder and drag and drop your game right here. It is that simple. And now let's launch our emulator. And as you can see, now our game appears on the list. Now let's launch it and change a few settings. When you launch a game, you may get this screen saying that errors detected. If you get this screen, press F3 to reset the game. And now, game is working. First, we need to insert the coin to play the game. To insert coin, you need to press the 5 key on your keyboard. Each time you press 5, it adds a 1 coin. And to start the game, you need to hit the number 1 key on your keyboard. First, let's test the controller. I have an Xbox controller and the emulator detects it automatically. It automatically assigns all the buttons. But you might have a different controller and the emulator might not detect your controller properly. If that's the case, you need to assign the buttons manually. First, let's pause the game with F5. In order to pause the game, you need to press F5. After that, press the Tab key, go into Input Settings, select Input Assignments this system. And now you can manually assign buttons to your controller. Or if you want to play the game on your keyboard, you can assign the buttons to your keyboard as well. Just select the option you want to change, press Enter, and press the button you want to assign. As you can see, I have now changed the controls. Aside from controls, you can also change the coin button and the player 1 start button. If you don't want to use 5 or 1, you can change them as well. Now I'm going to pause the game again, click Tab, and this time we're going to go into Video Options, select Screen 0. If you don't want black borders on your screen, you can make the game full screen by disabling aspect ratio. Come down to Maintain aspect ratio and disable it. And now we don't have black borders anymore. If you don't like the full screen version, you can go back to menu and enable it again. And that's all to it. After assigning your buttons and making graphical adjustments, your game is ready to play. Every game saves your button assignments, by the way, so you don't have to enter them each time you launch a game. Now, let's launch Mortal Kombat again. Let's look at our input assignments, and as you can see, it remembered my button assignments. Let's exit now. Let's add a second game and test that as well. Like I said before, emulator games come in zip format. You don't need to extract them. Just drag and drop the games into your ROMs folder. Let's launch our emulator again. And our second game appeared on the list. Now, you may have noticed different color changes depending on the game. For Mortal Kombat, it is green, and for Spider-Man's game, it is orange. Green means that game is working perfectly, and orange means that you might experience some issues while playing the game. Let's go back to Mortal Kombat again. Look at the bottom of the screen. Graphics okay, sound okay. It basically lets you know that the game is working perfectly. Let's select Spider-Man's game, come to bottom of the screen, graphics imperfect, sound okay. The emulator is warning us that we might experience some graphical issues while playing the game. But don't worry, these issues are not huge deal, they are not game breaking or anything. You might experience some flickering or weird textures, that's all. Now, let's start our game. The emulator is going to warn you again when you start the game, by the way. As you can see, we have that orange warning again, saying that graphics are not working properly. Press any key on your keyboard to continue. And just like Mortal Kombat, in order to insert a coin, you need to press 5. And to start the game, you need to press 1. Inserting coin and starting the game is the same for every game. My controller is working properly, the game is ready to play. And that's all to it. By the way, each time you launch a game with graphical or sound issues, it is going to give you this warning, and it may become bothersome. So now let's disable them. To do that, I'm going to exit from the game, go to General Settings, go to Miscellaneous Options, select Skip Imperfect Emulation Warnings, make sure that that is set to on, and also select Skip System Information Screen and make sure you set it to on. Now let's start our game again. As you can see, we are in the main menu without those annoying warning messages. I hope the video is helpful. If you have any questions, write down in the comments. Thanks for watching and goodbye.